seems to be going like they're on a roll?
I think we've played really well the last 3 games. I think that our players understand more so than ever what they need to do to be successful, and I think they have a great sense, hopefully, because we've talked about a lot, that we're almost to the end. So as you guys have heard me say many times, I think finishing things in life is a skill, and we've talked a lot about a 5-game season, and we're 1 game into it. We only get 2 more chances to play at home. Play 2 teams that we've already played once, so we're kind of in that cycle. But there's a lot of teams right now playing and practicing because they have to, and they're not playing for anything except pride. Our team has a lot to play for, and hopefully we understand that, and that's the way we play moving forward.
Addy mentioned something about the goal is to peak in March during the tournament. How much of a fluctuation is there in a basketball season where you can really?
I think you can. I think usually what happens is teams that play really well late in the year, they're peaking. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I still think there's you're improving, you're getting healthy, roles are more defined, this way the schedule falls. There's a lot of things that go into that, and the alternative is the season ends if you don't. It's kind of like, well, what's the alternative? You don't peak, you lose, you go home and call it a day. So I do think that there was value in that, and I think that especially for our team, we start 4 sophomores, so it's like you're still getting better, you're still growing, you're maturing as a human being, and hopefully that's a sign of what's possible down the stretch.
Bill, when you talk about teams playing for pride, you're taking on a Houston team this Wednesday who's 5-20. Is that one of those teams that's kind of just playing for pride right now, coming into your place looking for an upset win?
Yeah, I think that you play a team like Houston, and those kids are going to play hard. They've played hard all year, and yeah, they don't have a chance to probably to go to NCAA tournament. Let's say win the conference tournament, but sometimes those teams are the most dangerous. They're not worried about am I on the bubble? And there's so many things that go into your head. And they have 3 older guards. The Blair kid's very talented, he's very skilled. He's played great against us last year. So, I've done this way too long. And the one thing I told our players, they beat Oklahoma State, we didn't. And you can sit here all you want, and we've all seen what could happen. And that's why I've always been next 40 minutes, nameless, faceless opponent, bore you guys to tears. But that's, if you don't have that mentality when you play 30-some games, and especially now, anyone that thinks we're overlooking anyone at this time of year playing at home, they don't deserve to wear a uniform. If that's in their mind, then we haven't done our job, and we'll be ready to play and hopefully play well.
Coach, it seems like in the games where your team has played its best this year, there's double-digit makes from the three-point line. Is there a focus on getting more three-pointers up, or not more, I guess, than what you guys did Saturday, but more in terms of a general game as you guys move forward with the team you've got going into March?
Specific answer to the question, no. We don't go into it and say we better make 10 threes. We won a game, didn't make any. We won a game, we made a few. I think for us, it's all about how is the other team going to guard on. That dictates everything that we do. And some teams, and we've seen about everything there is to see. And sometimes we've handled it really well, and sometimes not so well. Kansas is a great example. First time we played them, it was 1-on-1 in the post. And Saturday, Audie walked on the court and there were 3 people on her. She didn't have the ball yet. So we just have to be ready for a lot of different stuff. And I don't think there is a magic number. but obviously depending on who you're playing, that could change. I think the thing it changes is how much does your 3-point number correlate to your lack of free throw attempts and makes. I think those two numbers, if they're very different, that could cause a problem because you got to find a way to score.
I know Billy has traditionally been like the gatekeeper of historic information during games. How much was he on you about Addy getting one more rebound?
I got a lot of, I got a lot of it.
What was happening? What was he doing?
I was getting ready to take her out a couple times, and it's like, no, she only needs one more. She only needs one more, and I'll tell you exactly what I told her. I apologized to her if she was upset, but I don't believe in that. She played 37 minutes. The game was out of hand. I'm not going to leave a kid in just to get a stat, and that's me. I'm not saying people who do it's right or wrong. She played 37 minutes. And who's to say she's going to get a rebound? And then it's like, God forbid, she rolls her ankle. Well, you left her in, to get a stat. Look what happened. Saquon Barkley kind of deal. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just told her get it in the next game. Then she's going to get it at some point. I mean, her skill set's too good. But I'm still hearing about it, to be honest with you. That's the first thing he said to me on the bus. So coming back, but. Yeah, that's on me. That's not anybody else.
When did you have that talk with her?
About the triple-double?
Yeah.
In the locker room after the game in front of her teammates. I told her, I apologize if you're upset. I told the team why I did it. I'm one of those people that I just feel like everyone should know the situation. And that's kind of the way it went. But no, the post-game talk was proud of you, great job. Sorry, Addy, let's get on the bus and get our ass home. It's snowing. So it was about a 45-second post-game, but yeah, that was definitely in there. Was
there ever a time in your career where you believed in getting players those numbers, or no?
No. I'm not. I don't want this to be. It's just me. I think the game. If you do it in the flow of the game. And okay, we're gonna run one more play for you. Sure, I don't think there's, but just to leave her in to hopefully get another rebound, I don't believe in that. And again, believe me, I'm not saying that's right. And people will be like, I took away an opportunity for her to do something special. I don't think that's probably right too. It is what it is, and it'd be different, but I mean, we're up 22, under 3 minutes to go in the game. She played the entire game up to that point. So, but yes, I heard a lot about it.
What's the value in having a player that can do all those different things that Addy can do?
I mean, obviously the triple-double thing is a big deal. It's a great stat. I think in most cases, it shows, well, to me, it shows obviously you can do most things on a basketball court. I think she still can. Just because she missed it by one rebound doesn't mean she can't still do it. I mean, do all those things. But I think for her, she's the player that we've had recently, and maybe since Bridget, maybe. The assist thing is the one that is hard to get, in her position. Now for Emily Ryan, it'd be rebounds, but I think Addy's versatility, because she's gonna score, and in most cases she'll get some rebounds, but I think the assist thing was really, really good the other night.
I feel like we had the same discussion with Emily through the years every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe that one rebound.
Right. Yeah, we have.
With her, how ironic is it that someone who probably has wanted to be in the gym and been in the gym as much as she has, is anybody in your program, after you have to keep her out of the gym, she goes on the heater, she goes on in her last game in her home state.
Yeah, the basketball gods have a very strange way of doing things. And you're right. I mean, the kid lives in the gym, and we've had to keep her out. We've had to limit the stuff she does. But I think it was a great game for our team. It was a great win. It was, another road win. That's 4 road wins and a sweep and keeps you moving forward, all that stuff. But I do think probably the person who was on that bus ride home with the biggest smile was Emily. I mean, to do that in your home state one more time, last time probably playing in the state of, you might play Kansas and Kansas State in the Big 12 tournament, but not in their building and with all their family and friends and half of Claflin probably there. So yeah, that was cool. And you want that for all your players, but you can't deny that moment for her was truly special and one that I'm sure she'll remember for a long time.
And I know it's always, excuse me, next 40 minutes, but when I look back at the tough stretches your teams have been in, you've talked about never questioning the effort. It's always been there.